Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Sunday night Halloween edition live stream. Tonight, I'm answering your mobile and non-mobile YouTuber questions. So if you do have a question about YouTube or about anything really, look at the pinned comment in the chat or head down to the description underneath the video. I've got a link to a form that's going to pop up to guarantee that I see and answer your question. And if you're watching this on the replay, first of all, thank you. Secondly, you can come back and you can actually leave a comment and I will answer your questions there as a comment as well. So how's everybody doing? How is your Halloween night so far? Have you taken the kids out for trick-or-treating? But most importantly, if you don't have kids or if you're giving out candy, are you giving out the good stuff? Are you giving out the good stuff? That's all I need to know. So if you're giving out the good stuff, just type in good stuff in the chat right now. And this is for those of you waking up in Asia, you're probably not celebrating Halloween in the sense of giving out candy. But for those of you who are giving out candy, are you giving out the good stuff? Man, the gang's all here. Luis, how you doing, my man? Guy Baxi, how you doing? So Paul Peck Drywall Tube is in the house. Try it too. Hey, man, how you doing? I can tell you're a fan. Of course, dude, a fan of Kiss. Dude, I love Kiss. I met Gene Simmons. Like 20 years ago, and he was just like one of the kindest people you'd ever meet. Super kind. Nishal, how you doing? Greetings to you in Nepal. Nice to see you in here. Pixelpia, how you doing? Timer Bernard, welcome back. Evening. There she is. Good stuff. You're giving out the good stuff, but we have so few. We'll be eating all the good stuff for a long time here. Davis Universe, happy Halloween to you. Reese's Pieces, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. SM Postcards, welcome back. So happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you're giving out the good stuff, or if you're not giving out the good stuff, I hope you're going out and you're getting the good stuff. Beauty and More with Renee, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Right? That was always the thing, right? Like as a kid, I would eat everything we got in our bags. As an adult, anything we didn't give away, I would end up eating it. So, well, get back in that. Okay. Wow, where are you at, Guy? 3:24 a.m. for you. Where are you at in the world? Okay, for those of you joining us, Davis, I've got a form. Look at the pinned comment in the chat or look down in the description. I got a link. Like that's where I'm answering questions. And I'm going to answer the first one in there right now. First one comes from Stevan Next Level Mindset, who says, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for your insight and wisdom. I've got some videos with good view counts, average view duration, and click-through rate. Is there a reason why YouTube would decrease their impressions? That's a really good question. Why are your impressions decreasing? I'm going to look at your channel really quick here. I need to get an idea of what you consider good views. Okay, so here's what could be happening. And again, this is me telling you what could be happening based on not having actual data from your channel. All I can do is look on the outside and based on the information that you tell me. So if your videos are losing impressions, right? If your impressions are getting lower, okay, that means that even though your average view duration, even though your click-through rate may seem like it's good for you and it might be good for your channel, it might not be good in the grand scheme of things, right? So the way YouTube works is you're not only competing with people who are making videos that are similar to yours, but you're also competing with other videos that YouTube thinks the viewer wants to watch next. And all of those videos are competing for the eyeballs of that viewer, and they're going to be ranked accordingly based on the performance of that video. So what could be happening is like, hey, you're having just great click-through rate for your channel. Maybe the average view duration is good for your channel, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to the other videos, it's actually not that good. And the performance is lower than those other videos. And YouTube sees that and says, well, we could serve the viewer this set of videos or these videos from these channels and they perform a lot better than this channel. Therefore, they're going to recommend your channel less and less based on video performance. So if you want those impressions to go up, just keep uploading, keep trying to get them to watch longer, increase that click-through rate even more, increase your average view duration, keep making better videos. You'll definitely get there. And that's without looking at all of the data. That's just kind of a scratching the surface answer for you there. Hey, D-Light, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Magic Flying Potato, how you doing? Someone give my grandkids an apple. Yeah, well, those of you can remember back in the day when people used to give out apples, we would always be afraid of like, hey, look out for like pins and razors. Did anybody ever actually get a razor blade in any of their candy? Did that ever actually happen? I remember we would have to like, you're in South Africa, okay. I remember like we'd have to get our bags of candy, we'd have to bring it home, and like our mom would have to look through all the candy, like they'd have to inspect every piece of candy to look out for razor blades. And like, what kind of work? Like I would expect that today. I wouldn't expect that, 30 years ago. Dayo, how you doing? Two-factor authentication enabled on the Google account we opened our channel, or as it was somewhere within Studio we're supposed to. Okay, man, I'm so glad you asked this channel. Okay, show of hands. Who knows if they have turned on two-factor authentication yet on their YouTube channel? Type in yes, I know, and I've turned it on, or type in no, I don't know anything about it. Type in one or the other. Say yes, I know, and I've turned it on, or no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because starting tomorrow, and that tomorrow could be from already, depending like if you're in the Philippines or Australia or New Zealand, it's already the first. Starting tomorrow, YouTube is going to start shutting off access to YouTube Studio for every channel that does not have two-factor authentication turned on. So I'm going to go through the chat here. No. Okay, guys, I'm about to save your butts right now. I'm about to save your butt. If you're typing in no, I'm about to save your butts. All right, here we go. Now, if you're, hey, it's Thai Things. Sawadee krap. I hope you're doing well, Taya. I'm looking forward to getting home to Thailand. I saw Thailand just added 20 more countries to the list, and Mexico is still not on the country. I don't know what they're waiting for. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Paul, of course, you have it turned on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Give me 1 second. I need to pull this up from another channel perspective here. So give me 1 second. Now, listen, if you are doing this on a mobile device, it's going to be a little bit different. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to do this on a desktop. And if you're doing this on a phone, you can do it the exact same way. There's actually two ways to do it, but I'm going to show you how to do it this way first. And if you're doing it on a phone, you can take like the Chrome browser, take your browser, and you can request desktop mode on it. And then once you're in desktop mode, type in studio.youtube.com. This is going to be the first way to do it. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to walk everybody through how to do this right now. Now, it is a little bit of a process, so if you have to leave the chat and come back, that's totally cool. I would much rather have your channel secured than hanging out in my chat right now. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to walk everybody through it. All right, so we're going to go here. We are going to go here. Give me 1 second here. I got to do this on a different browser, which makes it a little bit more complicated for me to do it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to come up to your profile picture up here in the top right-hand corner. Well, what did I just do? Go up to your profile. Here we go. Go up to your profile picture in the top right-hand corner. Click on that and then come down to YouTube Studio. Okay, you want to get inside of YouTube Studio. Once you are inside of YouTube Studio, let me make sure I'm sharing everything correctly. Yes. Once you're inside of YouTube Studio, you want to come down here on the left side and you're going to see monetization. Now, it doesn't matter if your channel is monetized or not. You want to click on monetization. Then what you want to do is scroll down here to the bottom, and you are going to see right here at the very bottom, two-step verification. Now, if it's active, there's going to be a green check mark and it's going to say active. If it's not active, you're going to have a link that says turn on. You have to turn it on right now, because tomorrow, if you don't do this, you are going to lose access to YouTube Studio. So I'm going to go back into the chat real quick, and I'm going to see and make sure that everybody can see this. Hey, Christmas Clatter, how you doing? All right, so everybody should be looking at this right now. And if you're unsure, if you don't know if you have this turned on or not, you can go here and look. So just log into YouTube Studio, go to monetization, and then right there at the bottom, it's going to let you know if it's active or not. Now, while you're doing that, the second way to go about this, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can do this without exposing any information here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Make sure I can do it this way. Okay, so that's one way to do it. The second way to do it, I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now. For some reason, yeah, it is different on mobile. It is different on mobile. So the second thing that you can do here, if you're unable to access this for some reason, I want you to click on the link that I just dropped into the chat. That's going to take you to your Google account. Now, make sure that you are logged into the Google account right now that's attached to your YouTube channel. And when you log into security, you're going to see, and you're going to see in this area for security about turning on your two-step verification if it is not currently turned on. And you're going to have to go through a process, and I'm not going to lie to you, the process can be a little bit of a pain if you haven't gone through this before, but it's something that everyone has to do by tomorrow or you're going to lose access to YouTube Studio. Justin says, I think I got a tip in one of my videos where in the studio, do you see a total of tips or what they call, I think I got a tip in one of my videos. Justin, I'm not sure I understand the question. Beauty and More with Renee says, got it turned on. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. There you go. So everybody go through, make sure it is please turned on. If you get nothing else out of the stream today, make sure you turn this on. And I'm going to give you another gem. How many people in here, and we just went through this on the members stream about 30 minutes ago. How many people in here have either seen somebody getting hacked online, like on Twitter or Reddit or a Facebook group? You've seen people saying, hey, my channel's got hacked, or you know someone whose channel got hacked, or you've had your channel hacked. So if you're aware of the hacking that's been going on with the YouTube channels, raise your hand, type in yes right now. Double checked and we are good. That's what I'm talking about all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Again, there's lots of different ways that people are getting hacked. And this is, I'm actually working on, I haven't uploaded in a while, but one of the videos I've been slowly working on is trying to teach you how not to get hacked on YouTube. And one way that I'm going to show you, like this, the first thing to do is going to be, what I'm going to show you right now. And I will show you that here on my main channel. So give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing this one. Paul Peck. Yep, you got it. Yeah, there's lots of different ways that people are getting hacked. The first tip that I can give you while I'm pulling this up is to never click on anything. Never click on anything that's sent to you in an email, right? Don't install anything there. So there's a big scam that's going around right now with companies who are reaching out to creators of all sizes, and they're really preying on smaller accounts too. And they'll say things like, hey, we would love to sponsor a video, or we're a VPN company. We'd love to sponsor a video. Click on this or install our VPN, or install this or install that, or connect your channel to our software. And what you're doing, you're clicking on something, and then they're going to get access to your channel that way. That's one way that they're doing it. Another way that they're doing it is they're able to get access to your cookies. You're clicking on a link. They're able to get malware into your computer where they're able to get access to your cookies, which in turn gives them access to your channel. But here's what I want to show you here. So give me 1 second. We're going to share my screen now. This is the first thing I want you to do here. So just don't click on links in general. Don't click on links in general. There are so many channels right now getting hacked right now. Now, if somebody's linking out to another YouTube video, it's like, oh, hey, I've got a video, whatever, and you allow that sort of thing in your channel, and you're clicking out to YouTube, that's going to be fine. What you want to avoid is clicking outside of YouTube. Like somebody's got a link to a website, or it's happening more so on email links that are coming in than it is in comments. Where it's happening in comments is people are saying like, oh, hey, I can get you more views, or I can do this, or I can do that. Add me on WhatsApp, or come to this website, or come add this account somewhere. You add that account, or you add them on WhatsApp, and they end up hacking you that way. So let me see here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. Yeah, moral of this story, don't ever click on anything. Don't click on anything until YouTube can figure this out. Okay, so For those of you who have your two-factor authentication turned on, here's something else I want you to do. Go back into YouTube Studio, come down to customization on the left-hand side, and then come over to basic info. Come over to basic info. Click on basic info and scroll down to the very bottom where you see contact info. Now, I've purposefully removed my email for this for a reason, because I'm not taking any sponsored deals at the moment, so I just removed it. But a lot of people make this mistake. This is an email address that shows up on your About Me page that anyone can access if they want to send you an email. So here's the mistake people are making. When you created your YouTube account, you created your account with a specific Gmail address, okay? Never ever use that Gmail address for this email, because all a hacker has to do is go to your About Me page, click on that, and now they know the exact email address to access your YouTube account. So then they can start spamming that Gmail account to try to get you to click on something. So what you want to do is you want to create a secondary email account that only goes here. It's only for business opportunities. And that's what you want to put here. You never, ever, ever want to put the email address that you used to create your channel, because that's going to be the first step with a hacker trying to get access to your channel, is they have to figure out what your email address is first. And if you give them that, that's going to speed up the process for them. So you got 2 nuggets from me today. One, two-factor authentication, turn that on today, because tomorrow they're going to start turning off access to YouTube Studio. And number 2, don't use the email address that you created your YouTube channel with for your business contact on your YouTube channel. Never call a random WhatsApp's number, for goodness sake. You got it. Removed, thanks. Yeah, it's just a smart thing to do. You know, create a second email address. Create a second email address, put that there. That way you know that any email that's coming into that, you know it's somebody who found it off your About Me page. And then any email that comes in, right? Like the email address that you use for your YouTube channel, don't use that address. Don't use it. Don't use it. Create your YouTube account with it and put it aside. Don't use that address. It's going to make it harder for hackers to actually find you. Hey, Chatty Cathy, how do we change that email address? You should just be able to type a new email address. Let me go back here. Hey, Sion, how you doing? Let's go back here. Channel customization. Right, so you've got your contact info here. What you want to do is you should just be able to click it and then just type in the new email address. And then, yeah, I should have said this. Once you've typed in the new email address, or once you've removed your email address, this publish button up on the right-hand side should turn blue. You'll then want to click on publish. Right? So change this and then come up here and click on publish, and that's going to update the email that you've got listed there. So if you're going to remove it, you click on publish. If you want to add a new one, when you're done, you click on publish. And then that's going to actually make it live on your channel there. Hey, D, an idea how to find out why AdSense is denying you and you have everything you need to be monetized and no restrictions to any of your videos. Yeah, so, man, YouTube can be very tricky on that. So it could be, do you have any history of copyright issues whatsoever? Do you have any issues of using duplicate content? So YouTube is getting very specific, fishing with the Chad. So I don't know if you're making original content or not, but if you are using content that's being reused, right? Like if you're just using videos that are being, shared around the internet, YouTube can see that, and that's going to lower the likelihood that they're actually going to monetize you. Justin, so log in YouTube Studio, go to monetization on the left-hand side, and then scroll down to the bottom. And then it will tell you what you actually, there'll be a green check if you actually have it activated. And if you don't have it activated, it will say turn on and go through that process. Let me see here. See, no copyright strikes. The only thing, maybe the thumbnails for my weekly show is similar. Yeah, I mean, have they, in the email that they use when they deny you, do they give you any reason at all? And are the videos that you're uploading, are they 100% original videos? They might not find that the videos are, maybe they think they're not original, or maybe they don't think they're of value. I know that YouTube is changing some things. They're making it a little bit more difficult to become monetized. All right, so I'm going to get back here to, hey, fishing with the Chad. Fishing with the Chad, if you want to like hit me up on Twitter or something like that, we can send me a copy of the email. We can have a look there. Okay, so I need to get back to the form here because those are questions are coming in. Okay, next question comes from Black's Tropical Homestead. What can we do to get more views to our channel? Okay, great question. How do you get more views to your channel? Let me look at your channel here. You got 605 subscribers. Blacks, I'm going to go ahead and pull your channel up here. What can you get to get more views? All right, Black's Tropical Homestead, Adventures in Gardening is, okay, is gardening a homesteader term, or did you misspell gardening? So have a look at this. I don't know if it's, I could be an idiot and gardening could be a thing, or you might have misspelled gardening. I don't know. Have a look at that because I could be wrong. Okay. What are you doing? I'm going to go over here and look at your videos. So you're telling me Black's Tropical Homestead. So based on that, I'm thinking you're living like island life or beach life, tropical life, and you're a homesteading couple. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, what do we got here? Halloween party downtown Savannah, Georgia. Plant Riverside District. Okay, right out of the gate here, right out of the gate, I'm going to say this. I thought you're homesteading, right? And what I'm seeing here is Halloween party, sip and chat, welcome to the Tropical Homestead. Maybe you're not using the word homestead as in like homesteader. Like maybe you're not doing the homegrown thing. I'm not sure yet. Best plant-based rice. Okay, that fits. So based on your channel art, and based on what you're telling people your channel is about, this doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Halloween is near. That doesn't fit. District tour, that doesn't fit. Monday morning gardening, tour farmers market, are you in the mood for Savannah slow ride? That doesn't fit. Dress up for Halloween, that doesn't fit. Passion fruit, sip and chat. That maybe I don't know what you're talking about there. Okay, so here's the problem. You are right. Here's a challenge. Hybrid husband. You see where I'm going with this? You have a mix of content and you're turning people off. You've got a great niche, right? The homesteader market right now, the homesteader niche is blowing up, right? And you have the opportunity here to grow your channel faster, but you need to focus on people who are interested in homesteading. So every single video that you've got on your channel should be in alignment with what you're telling people your channel is about. Right? I'm thinking homesteading, tropical, maybe island, tropical, hot, right? Home, whatever it is. The main word here is this, homestead. Homestead, right? You're homesteaders based on your channel art. And every video that does not have something to do with homesteading or growing your own vegetables or getting your eggs or recipes made out of the things that you grew, anything that doesn't have that stuff, that's really not in alignment with what you're telling people your channel is about, right? Test run, right? Like that's good. You know, a lot of these are good, right? You've got recipes, you're talking about gardening, you're talking about your eggs. So here's what I got for you. You're going to have to figure out, we are doing good for a month in. Oh, first of all, I didn't even notice the dates. First of all, congratulations. Welcome to YouTube. You're doing great for a month in. You're actually doing great for a month in. Better than most people. Let me go back here. So don't add anything outside gardening homestead. Well, here's a decision that you're going to have to make. right? And this is your channel. You take it any direction you want to go. And I also want to say that there's nothing wrong with what it is that you're doing, right? If you want to have a mixture of content, that's perfectly fine. It's just if you're asking me how to grow faster, how can we build a tighter community? How can we grow faster? Well, you do that by making your channel more aerodynamic, more streamlined with a particular niche, right? So think of it this way. Let's say I find your video of something about homesteading, and I just, man, wow, this couple, they're great. They're fantastic. This video is entertaining. I love how they taught me how to make this or do this on their homestead. I love this video. And you upload another video about homesteading. I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm going to subscribe to their channel. I like this channel. And then you upload a video about a party in Georgia. I might go, okay, well, I'm not really into that. And then you upload another party about some walk around Savannah, Georgia. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not into that. Then you upload a YouTube short that's something unrelated to homesteading, right? So a couple of things happen. One, you're starting to turn off your subscribers, the people who are, they want to be involved with what you're doing, and you're starting to turn them off because they came over for homesteading, right? Number two, what happens is YouTube notices that I'm now not clicking on those new videos. So that's going to decrease the chances that YouTube is going to notify me when you upload another video. Even if it's about homesteading, there's a really good chance, because I didn't watch a couple of your videos, that YouTube's not going to tell me when you have a new video, even if it's about homesteading, right? So you kind of start confusing things, and you start bringing in a different audience, because you're going to be bringing in for people for homesteading, and you're going to be bringing in people who are interested in partying in Savannah, Georgia, right? So the people who are coming in for your Savannah, Georgia content, and you're uploading homesteading content, they're going to go, wait a minute, I don't care about homesteading, right? And you're segmenting your audience that way. So I would say, if you want to grow faster and you want to build a tighter community, focus on something. If that's homesteading, that's fine, right? That's totally fine. If you're doing homestead gardening, and that's what you're telling people your channel is about in your channel art, let that be your North Star. Let that be your North Star that guides every content decision that you make, right? So we're like, hey, I got this video idea, right? Maybe your wife comes to you and says, hey, I got this video idea. And she tells you the idea, and you can say, okay, is that video idea in alignment with our North Star? If the answer is no, you don't put it on this channel. You can create a second channel. You can put it on TikTok or whatever. But that particular video only goes on your channel if it's in alignment with your North Star, your value proposition, what you tell people in your channel art that your channel's actually about. So that would be the direction moving forward that I have for you. And then one thing that you can do in terms of little tricks to get more views, it's just when you're writing your titles, think about writing your titles in one or two different ways. One is write your titles in a way where people could search for those titles, right? Searches are how-to type content, tutorial type content, right? Like, just for example, grow organic tomatoes at home, or how to grow organic tomatoes at home. That's the type of title that people would search for, okay? Another type of title is a more compelling title, where it's not something people would search for, but it's something that makes people, it piques their curiosity, or they want to watch it based on the title. Mr. Beast is the best out there, right? I think one of his recent videos is last hand off the Lamborghini keeps the car. Something like that, right? A title where people go, wow, that's crazy, right? Maybe let's just go back to tomatoes again, organic tomatoes. A title could be something like the biggest organic tomatoes you've ever seen. And then the thumbnail could have this huge, huge tomato, if you had a huge organic tomato, right? The thumbnail could be this huge organic tomato, right? So you've got the visualization of what the video is about, and you've got a title that tells them, this is the biggest organic tomato you've ever seen. And maybe you've got a ruler next to the tomato, as an example. So I would move forward going that way. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire it up in the chat. Hey, Pete, what's going on, my man? All right, next question is from Beauty and More with Renee. I made the suggestion changes you gave me on my banner and removing hashtags from my titles, and would like to know what you think. First of all, thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. I'll have a look. Let's get you pulled up and see. Let's get you pulled up and see what you did here. Share your channel. Real quick, before I dig into her channel real quick, Black's Tropical Homestead. Happy to help. Just think of it this way, kind of a cheat code for what you're doing. This applies to everyone who is making content where you're teaching people to do what you're doing, okay? If you're making help content, tutorial-based content, you're trying to help people by teaching them what it is that you know. A cheat code for this is sit down, have a brainstorming session, and think about this. Write down every hurdle you had to figure out how to cross before you were able to go and grow your own garden or become homesteaders. Every single one of them, no matter how small it is, other people are going to have to get over those same hurdles, right? So in your case, it could be like, what's the best soil to use for a garden, right? Or what time of year do you plant watermelon seeds? Or what time of year do you plant tomato seeds? Or what time of year do you plant your carrots? So on and so forth. Like whatever hurdle, no matter how big or how small, that you had to get over, somebody else has to get over that as well. So write those down, have a brainstorming session, and then make those videos, right? Like one hurdle is one video, make that video, and then move on to the next one, right? Help people get over those hurdles, the same ones that you had to climb over. Demonetize. What? You're hearing music. I'm not hearing music. You're hearing music. Oh, great. I don't hear music. What music are you hearing? Hey, Zane, how you doing? Audio is playing. Oh, man, you know what I bet it was? I bet it was Renee's music. Renee, if you get me demonetized here, I'm coming after you. Okay. So, yeah, you know what I bet it was? I bet she has music playing here in the trailer. That's great. There was music for a second. It sounds copyrighted. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, and YouTube is shutting me down right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll deal with it. Okay, Renee, let's see. First of all, yeah, beauty and more with Renee. Unboxings, beauty, and vlogs. Okay, you're getting a little bit more focused there. I dig it. I'm gonna keep going here because I think you can define this a little bit more. Okay. What are you unboxing? What type of beauty are you talking about? What are you unboxing? Are you unboxing skincare products? Are you unboxing makeup? Are you giving beauty tutorials? Are you doing beauty? Are you doing clothing hauls? Right? Think about how you can add some clarity to what it is that you're writing there. First of all, I think it looks great. I think what you added is great. What you changed here is really good. But I would say just think how you could add just one more level of clarity to it. What are you unboxing? Beauty what? Beauty tutorials, makeup tutorials, right? Like think that through and just add one more level of clarity to that. And I think your channel art is a win right there. Let's see. I'm going to come back here and look at your videos. October, Biz Beauty Store, Pink Beauty Ninja, look for Sue's birthday, color hop focus. Okay, so last time it was the hashtags. This time I want you to pay attention to things like this, right? You see what's happening here? So you're putting the text in, then you're putting those in. I don't know, what are those called? Is there a name for those? You put those two little double slashes in there. But what you're not doing, and YouTube is smart, but you're not putting any space in there. You're not putting any space in there. So to YouTube, it's possible that that's going to look like one big word. It's possible. So I would make sure to go in and get those spaces in there if that's the way you want to roll. Color Pop, Hocus Pocus, Gather Round, Palette Bingo, Collab. Okay, so. Hey, guys. All right, here's the next thing we're going to do. So we got rid of your hashtags. The next thing I want you to do is instead of having a title like this, where you're just trying to just jam all of this stuff into your title, I want you to think of your videos as just being very clear and about one thing. You notice how in your channel art, I said, what are you unboxing? beauty what? Beauty tutorials, beauty hauls. What are you doing about beauty, right? Try to add clarity to that. The same thing with your videos, right? So what I have here with your videos is I have Color Pop, okay? Hocus Pocus, Gather Around Sister's Palette Bingo, collab with Beauty and Andy. Like, you're stuffing all of this stuff into your title, and that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you at all. So what I would do is I would think about, right, and this is where planning comes in. So what if I'm not mistaken, I think ColourPop is a makeup brand. So if you, let's just say theoretically you were unboxing some new ColourPop makeup. So the title might be ColourPop, whatever it's called there. I'm just going to make something up. Let's just say it's ColourPop Extreme Lipstick Unboxing. There's a title, right? That's a title. It tells people the brand, what it is about the brand. It's lipstick, and it tells people that you're unboxing it. By trying to cram all of these things in here, that's not going to help you in terms of YouTube. The opposite is actually going to happen, is YouTube's going to go, whoa, you've got all this stuff. We're not really sure what's going on. Are you ColourPop? Are you Hocus Pocus? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So try to focus your video on just like one or two things. Focus your title on one or two things instead of trying to jam a bunch of stuff up in here. And I love that you've only got your 3 hashtags now. That's fantastic. What I want you to do next, as you go back around and you get to your titles, is take these hashtags and move them all the way to the bottom. Wow, you got a lot of links here. Hold on here. All the way to the bottom. Okay? YouTube doesn't care where they're at. Even if they're at the very, 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 very bottom, right? You don't need to put them at the top. Those are taking up space. Put them at the bottom, and YouTube is still going to read them, and they're still going to put them up here at the top where you want them to be. What you want to do instead is everything that goes up here at the top, you want to write text that is keyword rich. So if you're doing a video about unboxing ColourPop lipstick, you're going to write a little sentence. You know, today's video, I unboxed the ColourPop Extreme Lipstick, their newest release, however you need to word it. I don't know anything about makeup. And just write a couple sentences about what it is that you're doing and use the same keywords that you have in your title. And then if there's any link of importance that you want to link out to, you did that right here in terms of linking out to another YouTube channel. Now, here's where things can get a little weird. Okay, hold on. I'm scrolling through here. All right, we got a couple of things. One, you're doing affiliate sales. So if you're doing affiliate sales, you need to have a disclaimer at the bottom of your video. And I'll explain that here in a second. You can just copy mine. You can copy mine completely. And here's something else. Hold on, amazing channels. I would be, because you're fairly new to YouTube and you're trying to build momentum for yourself, I would be really weary about linking out to all of these other YouTube channels. Because right now, the most important goal is to keep people on your channel and to get them to watch another one of your videos. So let's just say you had your video here where you did some sort of a ColourPop unboxing. The most important thing that you could do is, instead of linking out to Beauty with Andy or all these other people, is the video up here at the top could be linking out to another ColourPop video, right? You've got your first video, maybe you unbox the ColourPop, whatever it is. The second video, you could link out to something that else that's ColourPop related, or you can make an additional video about putting it on. You could, different looks with the ColourPop, whatever it is that they have, and you could link that out there, right? Think in terms of getting the viewer to watch more of your content instead of sending them off to other people. Now, as far as the disclaimer is concerned, if you are doing any sort of affiliate marketing, especially if you're in the US, you can come down here and you can copy mine. You can come down here and you can copy this. You need to have a disclaimer to let people know that you are earning money as an affiliate. If you are earning money as an Amazon affiliate, there's a little bit of extra wording that you could add to that to satisfy Amazon. But at the very least, come down here and you can copy my disclaimer and you can put that at the very bottom as well, right on top of your hashtags. And I wasn't sharing that. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Here. Boom. Down here. Right. Come down here and copy this. And if you're doing Amazon, you'll want to add something else to that. Amazon's very specific. So you can go look at the Amazon requirements for that. But if you're just doing basic affiliate stuff, come in here, copy paste the whole thing. That's totally fine. You just need to let the viewers know that you are making a commission off of anything that you're selling through affiliate marketing. So Renee, hit that and then come back and see me next week. Yeah, exactly. Amazon is pretty serious about affiliate claimers. I got kicked out of the one in Germany because of not having a disclaimer on one page. Yep, absolutely. Hey, Matt, how you doing? You don't earn any money, but here's the thing, not yet. See, the key here is not yet, right? You're like, we've all been there. We've all been at the point where it's like, well, I don't get any views. I don't get any subscribers. I don't get any affiliate money. I don't get XYZ. I don't get any brand deals. But what happens is, as you keep going, as you keep making your channel better, as you keep improving every aspect of your channel, you will start to make affiliate money. You will get to the point where a couple of brands will reach out to you and try to work with you. You will get to those points. It just takes a while and it's a lot of work. So you might not be making money yet, but eventually you will. Let me see. I'm not showing it. Yeah, I realized that when I clicked off. Butterfingers. Butterfingers, Butterfingers. Okay, next question. Comes from Matros. Oh, hey, Matt. How's it going? Cato and wrestling. Question is, I've noticed that YouTube has started a paid creator program for shorts. Do you know anything about the requirements in order to qualify? Yeah. So in order to qualify for the YouTube Shorts Fund, first of all, it's kind of random in the sense that they pick it and it's not guaranteed that you're actually going to make money, but here are some things that will flag you and prohibit you from actually doing it. One, you can't have any issues with copyright. It needs to be original content. You can't have any community guideline strikes. Like, your shorts need to be original shorts. You can't have any problems with them. They need to fall under their community guidelines, right? It needs to be stuff that they can actually monetize. In your case, it's sports. Because you are using sports content, I actually don't know if you'll be able to qualify or not. Good thing is, it resets every 30 days. So if you don't qualify on one particular month, you might be able to qualify the next month for any shorts that you've uploaded for that month. Basically, you need clean shorts and it needs to be original material. For sporting content, I really don't know if they're going to give you a pass on that or not. I don't know. And the CPM on that is not going to be anywhere near, you're going to get cents, right? Where you might be getting dollars for your normal content, you're going to get cents. You're going to get pennies. Okay, somebody just asked me a question in French. I do not speak French, but I'll give this 1 second to translate, and if I can understand the translation, we'll move forward. I want to have more subscribers on my channel. You asked me in French, okay? Everybody wants to have more subscribers on their channel. Let me see what you're doing. Comment Supreme. I'm looking at your channel here. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're doing on your channel specifically, and I can't read. I can't read French. I see me in one of your thumbnails. That's interesting. So it looks like you might be doing some sort of tutorials. So if you're making tutorials, on your channel, tech tutorials, I saw like a YouTube Studio app in there. Hey, Doc Williams, how you doing, man? I saw you're doing Google and that sort of thing. I saw a YouTube YT Studio app icon or avatar on there. If you're making tutorials, then what you need to do is just keep making the tutorials. Think about who you're trying to help specifically. Like, if you're trying to help YouTubers, then your tutorials should be about tools that help YouTubers specifically. And then your titles should be written in a way where people can actually find them if they're searching for them. If you're making tutorial-based content, a lot of your traffic is going to come from search. And if you're making search-based content, then you want your titles to be laid out in a way where it's going to be easy for people to find you through search. So just keep going. Keep going. Next question, before I move on. In terms of actual subscriber numbers, I know I say this a lot, and a lot of people will roll their eyes on this. Don't put the cart before the horse, right? It's easy as creators to start our YouTube channel and we want the subscribers. I want subscribers, I want subscribers. But what we're asking for when we do that, like I want more subscribers. What you're asking for is a trophy. You're asking to be rewarded before you're providing lots of value to your viewers, right? If you're providing enough value to your viewers, the subscribers are going to come. If you find that they're not subscribing to your channel, it's because they haven't found your channel necessarily helpful enough yet, or you're throwing up a mix of content and it's not really attracting the right people. So don't put the cart before the horse. Don't put the reward before the action, right? You need to put in a lot of work. You need to know who you're making the content for to begin with, the right target audience. When you do that consistently and you make good videos, right? Like, oh, that's a topic that I'm interested in. I like the thumbnail. They click and they watch the video and they're satisfied with the video that they watched. It's going to increase the chance that they're actually going to subscribe to your channel. So don't focus on subscribers. Focus on how can I have a better relationship with the viewer? How can I make videos that target a specific viewer? How can I have that communication with them? How can I write titles that get the ideal viewer to want to watch? How can I make thumbnails to get the ideal viewer to actually click on those thumbnails? If you master that, you never have to worry about subscribers because everything falls into place. But if you're just chasing subscribers, you're ignoring the most important parts, and that's learning how to connect with your audience, right? Don't put the cart before the horse. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? The NBA jargon, don't put the cart before the horse, and it's 100% true in what he's saying. Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, you've got a very successful YouTube channel. You know exactly what's up. You know exactly what's up. Savvy Tech Tips, how you doing, man? Just found that. That was so nice of you to stop by, man. So kind of you to stop by with your wonderful words. I love it, man. I love it. Okay. Next question is from Gear Vlogs. Hey, man, how you doing? Is it possible to use StreamYard to tap into a scheduled YouTube live stream? I'm thinking that I want to use StreamYard to broadcast to YouTube and Facebook, and yeah, absolutely. So inside, let me see if I can. How can I do this without going into some weird Inception type thing? I don't think I can, but when you log into StreamYard and you create a broadcast, right? You create a broadcast, you connect the channels that you want to stream to. First, you have to connect all your channels. Maybe it's Periscope, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. And then when you add your title, you add your description, there's a place to upload your thumbnail. Upload your thumbnail, and then it's going to, do you want to schedule this for later? And if so, what date and time do you want to do this? So absolutely, StreamYard. I do that. That's how I schedule everything, is through StreamYard. It's really, really easy to do. Super chat. Thank you so much, man. Happy Halloween to you. It's just because I love the advice and all your positivity, buddy. Happy Halloween for the Get Home to Thailand fun. First of all, man, thank you. Happy Halloween to you as well. And are you having any luck with your shorts channel yet? And I thought, funny story about getting home to Thailand. I thought, I hit the wrong button. Super chat. There we go. I thought we were going to get home to Thailand. So Thailand announced 43 countries could now go home. 43 countries can now enter Thailand if they're vaccinated. And Mexico was not on that list. And we're like, okay, well, crap. And then they just announced this morning that they added 20 more countries. So I got excited and I went and I looked, and Mexico's also not on that list. So we're hoping within the next 1 or 2, 3 months max, we're going to be able to get back to Thailand. So yeah, that.
Welcome to the Nimminati.
Savvy Tech Tips, welcome back to the Nimminati. Are you just changing channels from Wanted Gaming back over to this one? But welcome back nonetheless. Okay, next question here comes from Sion. Says, how do I effectively organize my content so that the user can easily get to the point of my channel but can find what they need on the first page? Great question. Now, if you're a mobile creator, this is a lot more difficult to do, but let me get set up here. One second. 1 second here. So here's what you do. Now, if you're on a mobile device, you can do the same thing, but you first need to put your browser in desktop mode on your mobile device and then type in studio.youtube.com. And it's going to get really small. You're going to have to do a lot of pinching and zooming. So first thing you want to do is you want to go up to your profile picture up in the top right corner. You want to click on that. You want to go into YouTube Studio. Once you get into YouTube Studio, you're going to come down here to the left-hand side, and you're going to click on Customization. Okay, you're going to click on Customization. Once you click on that, this is where your home page shows up. So you first want to create playlists. Okay, you want to create a playlist. Now, I have all my playlists put in here, but if you didn't have any playlist here, what you would see is this right here would be blue, Add Section. Now, when you click on Add Section, it's going to have a whole bunch of things to choose. I believe what you want to click on is called Single Playlist. Single Playlist. You're going to create a playlist. You're going to click on Add Section. Then you're going to choose Single Playlist. And it's going to drop that right here, right? And it's going to populate this area. And then you can organize those by clicking and dragging these little hamburger icons right here, right? You grab it, and you can move it, and you can organize them from top to bottom. Then when you're finished, when you've got everything organized, you can come up here and click on Publish, and then it's going to actually publish that to your channel. If everyone in here has a channel and you don't have content organized on your homepage, right, the front page of your YouTube channel, that's how you do it. First, you create the playlist. Create a playlist and treat the title just like you would a video, right? Treat the title just like you would a video, because a playlist can be suggested to somebody. So if somebody sees your playlist title, they go, oh, that's a play. For example, let's just say I had a playlist of the best video editing apps for iPhone. And then inside that playlist, every video is like, oh, here's a video, how to edit on KineMaster. Here's how to edit on Alight Motion, how to edit on Videoleap, how to edit on LumaFusion, so on and so forth. And I put all of those videos into that playlist. Do you think you'll start missing Mexico? Absolutely. We absolutely love Mexico, and I'd say there's a high probability that we're going to end up coming back to Mexico. We have to go back, and we'll probably spend a year in Thailand because we can get a year's worth of visa. We'll probably spend a year there, but there's a good chance when that's over, we'll probably be coming back to Mexico just because of the visa situation. It's really easy here in Mexico. It's really difficult in Thailand, but who knows? Who knows? We might stay in Thailand, or maybe we're back in Mexico after 6 months. We like Mexico. The only thing I haven't enjoyed about being in our situation is because we've been in an uncertain situation, not knowing we can go home. Therefore, we've been living in temporary Airbnbs and stuff like that, and that's been really stressful. But if we knew we were, okay, we're going to stay here, yeah, we could, rent a long-term place or buy a condo or buy a home or build a home or whatever. Happy to help, man. Happy to help. All right, next question comes from Laura Cody, DIY. Do you recommend allowing people to sample content or allow embedding on uploads? Does it impact channel positive or negative? That's a great question. And for those people who don't know, what she's talking about is when you upload a video, there's that little checkbox on there now that says, allow people to sample this content. What that means is That's in regards to YouTube Shorts. So if somebody's uploading YouTube Short, they can actually sample the audio from your video and put it into a YouTube Short. I don't think that's going to harm your channel in any way, shape, or form. If anything, I think it is positive, because anytime someone does sample your audio, YouTube puts a little link out showing where the original audio source comes from. But keep in mind, people are not going to be sampling the audio from your content unless it's something that's really copy and sample worthy. So if you're just doing like tutorials or something like that, DIY, I can't imagine people are going to be sampling that at scale. But if you have content where maybe you're giving a reaction or you're making a statement or you're controversial, I think those are the type of things that are going to get more samples, but I don't think there's anything negative for that. In terms of embedding, yeah, that's fine. Basically, an embed means somebody can take the code from YouTube, embed it into their website, and you get the view. You get the view from that. And it increases the likelihood that the viewer, whoever sees that embedded video, is going to say, hey, I like this person. I'm going to click into YouTube and go subscribe to their channel. So I think those are all positive things. Doc.
Super Chat.
The always great content. Hope you get home soon. Doc, man, I appreciate you so much, man. And congratulations on your success, dude. You're just hitting milestone after milestone after milestone. That's awesome. Mellis Construction, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, next question here is Life with Nappy. How do I gain more subscribers and get more views? Well, let me look at your channel here. Life with Nappy. Okay. All right, Life with Nappy. Normally, I would not dig into this, but I think this is I think you're at a perfect position to actually help you get you going in the right direction here. And I know there's a lot of people who are in the same position as you are. So first of all, you've been at this for 2 weeks. So I want to say welcome to YouTube. Now, there's some things that I want you to think about. And because you are new, this is going to be a difficult question for you to answer, probably. So my answer to you would be, you've got five videos up here, and they're just vlog, right? That's all that is. My answer to you would be, my question to you would be, look at this title here. Vlog 1, Vlog 2, iShopping Supermarket Run, Vlog 3 Promo, Vlog 4 National Treasure. Okay, so my question to you, and I'm not being snarky about this is an honest answer. If YouTube put any one of these videos in front of me, okay, if YouTube put any one of these videos in front of me, my question to you would be, why would I want to watch it? Right? Let's just focus on one of these. Let's just focus on Vlog 2. Vlog 2. YouTube's, right, I open up YouTube, I wake up in the morning, I roll over and I'm scrolling to YouTube, and YouTube says, hey, here's Vlog 002 with a woman in the thumbnail. That it doesn't tell me anything, right? There's literally no reason for me to want to watch this video because you have given me no reason to watch this video. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if I'm interested in it. I don't know anything about it, right? So this is the first thing we're going to focus on. I'm going to mention 3 things here for you. So the first thing is the fact that it's a vlog, that means nothing to no one. You do not need to write that. I mean, you can put, if you want to put vlog at the end of your title, that's fine. But you're going to get a lot further if you can come up with a title that better describes what it is you're talking about. Now, as a vlogger, that's really difficult because vlogging isn't a niche. Vlogging is you're just kind of documenting what happens throughout the day. So that's where you're going to have to think through and say, okay, just because I can record a video right now doesn't always necessarily mean I should record a video right now. You should be thinking about, when I'm going to record a video as a vlog channel, I should have something to say or a story to tell, or I should be documenting something that could be really interesting to somebody, right? Now, let's just say, and I have no idea what you're doing here. I'm just going on this theoretical video based on some crazy TikToks that I saw earlier today. Okay. Let's say this video instead, and again, I know this probably isn't what it's about, but let's just, right? We're going into theoretical make-believe land right now. Let's just say the title was, I was kicked out of Walmart for not wearing a mask. That's the title. And in your video, instead of just kind of looking off into the distance, this doesn't mean anything, you're looking at the camera and you look angry. Or maybe you're in the parking lot of Walmart with the Walmart sign behind you and you're kind of looking and you're angry, right? Like, holy cow, she got kicked out of Walmart for not wearing a mask. Click if that sort of thing were to interest me, right? That's a lot more interesting than vlog 002. Or I just totaled my car. And you're just like sitting there on the side of the road with your head in your hands with a crashed bumper behind you, right? See, like you're documenting something that might get someone's attention. Or maybe you're telling a story, right? So maybe you're telling a story about something that happened to you. So convey that in your title. Come up with something that's of interest to people. Give me a reason to click. Viewers are on YouTube because they want to be entertained or they want to learn something or they want to escape. Help them do that. Help them do that by creating the right title and matching it with the right thumbnail. So I know that was a really long answer, but you're at a really critical stage right now. Okay. And as a vlogger, you don't really know what you're doing just yet. You're just starting. So putting a YouTube symbol up here and telling people to subscribe, that doesn't really mean anything. Okay. I mean, you can have fun with it for now until you do find your groove. You could put something up in the title like the trials and tribulations of Nappy. Doesn't mean anything, but it lets people know that you're taking them along on an adventure with you, right? Because people know they're on YouTube. They know where they are, and you don't need to tell them to subscribe here because this isn't going to be what gets them to subscribe. What's going to get them to subscribe is making a video that educates them, inspires them, motivates them. It gives some sort of emotion. It makes them laugh. It makes them cry. It makes them feel something, right? That's the sort of thing that's going to get people to subscribe. Now, the last thing that I've got for you. Oopsie. Oops, hope I can spell it. Damn it. The last thing that I've got for you is this right here. Every single person in here who is struggling on YouTube and you don't understand what YouTube is or what you should be doing on YouTube, I'm dropping a link into the chat right now. This is the YouTube Creator Academy. This is a free series of small courses created by YouTube to teach us how to use YouTube. Now, the great thing about this is they have it broken down into sections, right? The quick start guide to YouTube. Then they teach you about, you can get discovered. They teach you about channel optimization. They have another one that teaches you about money and business on YouTube, right? Getting started, content strategy, talk about production. What about their policies and guidelines? You see what they're doing here? Channel optimization. Like they're teaching you how to use YouTube. So if you have not gone through this course or if you've not started on this course yet and you're still trying to figure out how YouTube works and you're trying to, why am I not growing? You're not growing because you probably don't have an understanding yet of what YouTube expects out of us as creators. You don't understand exactly what's going on yet. In the YouTube Creator Academy, it's totally free. It's created by YouTube. There's no scams. There's nothing to buy. There's no upsells. It's YouTube. It's the instruction manual to YouTube. And YouTube does a terrible job of letting us know it exists. So I got that one. All right. Next question comes from a Swedish fika with Pixel Pia. Hey, Pia. I'm not sure if I should continue making these shorts or focus on the regular episodes. Please, some advice. Well, as always, Pia, I think the easiest way to answer that question is where are you getting the most results? If I come here and I look at It looks like they're about equal here. So your long form content, and you've got sound bites. Let's see, shorts, 4. Yeah, it looks like your shorts aren't doing anything. I mean, your long form content is doing a little bit better. Here's what I would say. Where's your time best spent, right? Your shorts don't seem to be getting any traction right now. I think a lot of people are struggling right now with YouTube shorts. Some people have success, but a lot of people are struggling with shorts. Everybody's making shorts right now. And if your short doesn't perform well out of the gate on a short, it kind of sinks to the bottom of the sea. However, you're making content about, you're teaching people about Sweden, right? Looking Swedish, the drunk Swede, Sweden and sex, so on and so forth. Those have the possibility to maybe end up getting some views later on down the road as you get some channel authority moving forward. So I would say this to you. If you can do both, do both. If you find that one of them is taking up too much time versus what it's giving you in return, then focus on the one that you have time for, because you're at the stage right now where both of them are just kind of like, not really doing a whole lot either way. So I would say if you have the time, keep doing both until you see one of them starts to take off. But if you're like, I'm just spending a lot of time here, pick the one that you want to do. Let me see here. Next question, 30-day reviews. I think I got a $2 tip. However, I don't know where to find it under the income page. Oh, I see. I'm only seeing it in the comment itself. Okay, so what you're talking about, so you got a $2 tip, and that's probably, so if you're monetized, if you have a YouTube channel that's monetized, this is probably what you see. YouTube is rolling the thanks feature out right here, right? So this is a new thing that YouTube has been rolling out to monetize channels. And it's basically a tip jar where if you're like, hey, right, this isn't a live stream, right? This is under an actual video. And what that does is it allows people to leave a tip. They call it a super thanks, right? A super thanks. So during a live stream, you can leave a super chat, but underneath a video, you can leave a super thanks. And what happens is when you add that, you can actually leave a comment, and it kind of pins that down as someone who paid for a super thanks. Now, in order to get to this, Justin, you should be able to go into Studio. You should be able to go over to Monetization, and you should be able to go over to Supers. You should be able to go, so channel monetization, supers, and then make sure that this is turned on so you can see them. And it should show up here. Oh, Dan Tana's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. My man, listen, Dano, I haven't forgotten about you. I've been completely swamped. We've moved into a new place and all that. I will be getting with you because we're about ready to go on that project. Didn't forget about you, though. And yes, I'll be happy to pull you up, my man. So, Justin, this is where you look for it. So if somebody left something, you're going to see it here. Oh, and this is making my browser go crazy. Hold on, let me go through here. Oh, there he is.
Super Chat.
Pull that one in. All right, let's get Dantana pulled up. Let me see here. All right, let me pull this off the screen. All right, what do we got here, Dano? Let's see. All right. First of all, man, do you want me to just kind of give you like an overall look, or was there anything particular you wanted me to look at? Because if there's something particular we want me to look to focus on something, I'll do that first. Or if you're just like, hey, just kind of give me an overall look through, I'll do that as well. Tytastic, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Time is the issue. So if time is the issue, then I would focus on the thing that you have the time for. Look, I'm a huge, I'm always going to say, don't get to the point with social media I don't care what platform it is, YouTube or Facebook or Twitch. Don't get to the point where it's becoming a nuisance. Don't get to the point where it's stressing you out because you don't have the time to do it. Mental health, the happiness in your life, like those things should always take a front seat to uploading another video or trying to please the algorithm, right? So I would say in your case, if time is the issue, then you make the content that you have time for. If that means it's shorts, you make shorts, right? If it's long form content, but you don't have time for make shorts, whatever it is you have the time for, make that content. Don't worry about it too much. YouTube's not going to go anywhere. If you got to make shorts, make shorts. If your time changes later on, then make long form content. On one hand, I'm always like, yeah, you need to be strategic about this stuff. But on the other hand, which I think is more importantly is, you're a human. We're humans, YouTube puts us in a hamster wheel. We have to keep running in that hamster wheel, and it's hard to do that. So don't let it stress you out. Don't let it take time away from things that you want to do. So find the time that you can make content, and if that's a short, then make those shorts. Yes, both. Okay, right on. I need to hydrate. UK Sea Fishing with Big Dan. I'll answer this one really quick here. I just happened to notice it. My subscriber count has dropped by almost 40. Why does that happen? That's a great question. There's a lot of reasons why that happens. Every now and then, YouTube does what's called a purge. And what a purge is where YouTube deletes spam accounts. So everybody in here, you get a certain amount of spam accounts who will subscribe to your channel. They could be Autobots that subscribe because they want to spam your comments. Maybe at one particular time during your YouTube history, you've done sub for sub, or you've done grow together schemes, or maybe you purchased subscribers off of Fiverr or some service. YouTube deletes those, right? Like all those quick growth things, like those events, that always backfires down the road, and they do purges and they get rid of those accounts. It could just be that you've changed direction, or you uploaded a video that offended a bunch. I've uploaded a video before. It's not that people necessarily got offended, but it was kind of like a rehash of another video where like I was just getting so many comments. Like, hey, how do I do this? And I'm like, well, I already had a video on it, but I needed to do an updated one. And I made that updated video, and I lost like 70 subscribers on a single upload. And I got messages like, yeah, man, we've already seen this video and we're not, this is BS or whatever. And okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. See ya. So it happens. It definitely happens. I would say this, don't worry about losing 40 subscribers. Worry about your next video. Worry about how you're going to keep making content for your target audience. That's what you focus on. People are going to come. People are going to go. It's part of the process. Tow trucker.
Super chat.
My subs have been deleted every day for 3 weeks. Interesting. So you're telling me, if I understand this correctly, every day for the past 3 weeks, you've been losing subscribers. If that's the case, I would have to ask you, did you ever do sub for sub? Did you ever do the grow together, right, where people subscribe to each other's channels? Did you ever buy subscribers from Fiverr or any service? Did you ever engage in any of those things? If so, you are losing those subscribers every day because YouTube has figured out that those are fake accounts, and they're just eliminating them one at a time. So that could be the reason. If you can give me some more information in the chat, I'll keep an eye out for that. But based on what you told me, that would be the first thing I would ask. So I'm going to keep an eye out in the chat. I'm going to look for, there you are. Okay. Never I have a solid channel. Okay. Give me a second here. Dantana, I'm going to get right back to you in a second, my man. Hold on here. Getting a little bit sidetracked here. One second. Tow trucker. Well, first of all, man, congratulations on 110,000 subscribers. You should apply to get your little check mark in your play button if you haven't already. You're losing subscribers. Okay, let's see. Parked in the wrong spot. Tow trucker parking revenge. Parking revenge. Parking revenge. Parking revenge. Okay, so you're making, first of all, your content looks really interesting. It's probably awesome to watch. If you're not editing these videos down to putting them on short form content platforms like TikTok and stuff, I think you're missing out on a huge opportunity here. Parking revenge, parking revenge. Okay, without seeing the back end stats to your channel here, like it looks like you're doing all the right stuff. Okay, what could be happening? What could be happening is, and you're gonna have to see this on the back end. I don't have access to the data here. Is it possible that you made a video or a couple of videos that people really got offended by? Is that possible? Because what happened inside of YouTube Studio, we can go through each video and we can see if it lost subscribers or not. Did we gain subscribers? Did we lose subscribers? What I would do, like if I had access to your channel, the first thing I would do is I would go back to you and say, okay, when did you start losing subscribers? Like a lot of subscribers. Then around that date period, I would start going through and I'd say, okay, here's all the videos that I uploaded during that period. And I would go through and see if any of them had a particular large subscriber loss, because it could be one or two videos where people just said, you know what, I'm not on board with this anymore. And they're just leaving. It could be that. And if that's the case, then you have the decision, right? Are these subscribers more important than the views that I'm getting? Because you could always unlist the video if it bothers you so much. But without having access to your data, if you didn't do sub for sub, if you didn't do any grow together schemes, if you didn't do any of that, the next thing I would think is, did you make a video that offended in some way some portion of your audience? That would be the next thing that I would look at. So you can go through every single video and you can see how many subscribers. Let me go through here on one of mine. 1 second. Dan Tan, I'll get back to you here in just a second, my man. Apologies. So let's say if I do analytics, and let me share this. Yeah, and I agree with Doug here. Like when you've got a channel at the size that you have, 100,000 subscribers, man, like, I've had days where I've lost a lot of subscribers based on a single video that I uploaded. I've had days where I've gained a lot of subscribers based on a video that I've uploaded. So once we're at that size, it's easy to take those swings. Tow trucker, man, listen, I don't even know what your email is. Reach out to me. Here, let me put this in. Hold on here. So I'm going to drop my email in the chat right now. This is only for Tow Trucker. If anybody else emails me and says, like, on my channel, I'm just going to delete you, Tow Trucker. Send that email to me. I probably won't get with you tonight, but I'll get with you in the next couple of days, and we can kind of go through this a little bit. I need better access. It's hard to look on the front end to go from there. Hold on here. All right, back to Dantana. All right. Where'd you go? There you go. Okay. All right, Dantana, here we go. TSL, Tana So Lit, Tech, Music, and Life. Okay. So I'm starting at the top. I'm working my way through Tech, Music, and Life. I got a good indication of what's going on here. You're talking about tech. You're talking about music. You're talking about life. My question to you would be this. Like, just at a glance, my question to you would be this. And again, there's no right or wrong way to make a YouTube channel. It just comes down to how fast you want to grow, right? How fast you want to grow and what type of community do you want to build around your channel. That's really what it comes down to. So my question to you would be this, and this is without actually getting in and watching the videos here. Do you think if somebody finds a tech video, do you think those same people are going to be interested in music videos? And do you think they'll be interested in life videos, right? Do you think the people who find the music videos are going to be interested in the tech videos and interested in the life videos, so on and so forth? So that would be my question to you. I would say, because I've watched your content before. You make good stuff. So I would think the only thing that would probably slow you down, if anything, is if let's just say I don't know who you are and I find, let's just say this right here, right? Let's say I see this video, a Google Pixel 5 case you must check out. I'm like, cool, man. I got a Pixel 5. I'm interested in this. And I watched the video, Pixel 5, okay. And I watched this. I'm like, cool, man. I like this. I'm on board. I'm going to subscribe to the channel. And then here is a video about how to make the NBA 2K22 player look exactly like you. And go, okay, well, I don't really have that game, but okay, whatever. And then let's go through here and say, I'm just going to scroll through. And let's just say theoretically these were released in order. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? AirDrop for Android. What? I need to watch this one. Holy cow. AirDrop for Android, really? Case. Well, see, here's what I'm seeing, man. Like, I'm seeing all tech, minus that NBA thing. Okay, here's a weird one. The best way to stop creases in Air Force One. Your shoe unboxing. How to clean a firearm. Interesting. Is it worth it? How to add music and sound. Ecamm Live. Otter cases. Right? So as someone who may have joined because of your Pixel content, your phone content, your case content, I'm not so sure I would want to see music content, how to clean a firearm, how to clean my shoes or unbox my shoes, that sort of thing. What can happen in this situation is when somebody, and I have this happen all the time for me, and it's one of the things, my channel would probably be 3 times bigger or 4 times bigger than it is if I would have started my channel focusing on either Android creators or iPhone creators, right? So what I did, and I'll just share my own mistake here, and I'll get back to your channel. But the mistake that I made is by segmenting my audience. Okay, let's say I upload a video for Android creators, how to edit on this particular Android app or whatever. Android people are going to be, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Thanks, D. And they're going to watch that video. And if the next video that I upload, maybe it's also an Android video. And they're like, oh, cool, thanks, D. This is exactly what I wanted. But then I upload an iPhone video, how to do something on your iPhone. They're going to go, well, yeah, I don't have an iPhone. I don't care about that. They don't watch it. Then maybe I upload another iPhone video. They don't watch that video. So that tells YouTube, hey, these viewers are not interested in D's content anymore because they're not watching his videos, his recent videos. So what happens is the next time I upload a video, YouTube may not notify them that I even uploaded a video. How many times have your member or your subscribers said, I didn't even get the notification? Well, there's a reason why they don't get those notifications is because they're not engaging with our channels in a way that YouTube thinks that they want to see our content. So the same thing happens in reverse. When I upload iPhone videos and then I upload Android videos, the people with iPhones go, yeah, I don't really care about the Android stuff. So I've slowed my growth massively by trying to cater to 2 different audiences, and I've segmented my audience. And then a weird thing happened. Then I started making some general YouTube help content, how to build a community, YouTube Shorts, XYZ. Then it brought in this whole new audience of people who are using desktop computers. So now I've got Android users, iPhone users, and I got people using desktop computers. And when if I upload a phone thing, the people with desktops aren't that interested in it. And if I pivot and start uploading the desktop stuff, which I might, then the phone people are going to go, what's going on here, right? So I've segmented my audience into like 3 different parts. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I've accepted my fate and I'm moving forward, but I'm moving forward a lot slower than if I would have streamlined my channel and just focused on one particular audience. So I think in your situation, you're making great content, but I think you would grow faster if you became more aerodynamic and just focused on, like if you just focused on tech, for example, or you focused on, because I know you've got a music channel too, right? Like if you're doing music content on this channel, I would put the music stuff on the music channel, right? If you're making tech content, I would put tech content with the tech stuff. So when somebody finds your channel is now a destination for people who love tech, people who love new phones, people who love the cases for phones. People, I think I saw you got a Mac Mini on here. Did I see a Mac Mini? By the way, I also picked up the Mac Mini, man. It's awesome. Yeah, you got the Mac Mini as well, right? People who've got the Mac, right? So I don't know, man. If this were my channel, I would really try to, again, if you're like, hey, I don't care, I'm just growing at my speed and I'm just cool with that, then just keep rocking what you're doing. But if you're like, I want to step on the gas, I want to speed up a little bit, then I would consider moving forward with a particular type of content. So on that, I think your thumbnails look good. I think your titles for the most part are good. I'm never a fan of like vlog stuff because I think those are so difficult to title to begin with. I think your title's good. Your thumbnails look interesting. I'm just going to randomly click in on one of these. Let's see what you got. And of course, you look good. You sound good. Let me see what you got. That's a cool intro. Tana's so lit. All right. So I believe you told me that you dropped your intro. If I remember right, I think you told me you dropped your intro. So that would be one thing that I'd recommend, unless I'm imagining that, is to look at your audience retention to see what's happening here during this intro, to see, it's a cool looking intro, but just to make sure that people are not clicking off. All right, what do we got here? Gotta hydrate, hold on. All right, I got some places. I got some things for you, my man. Okay, here we go. And I just randomly picked this. So number one, you're missing out on an opportunity right here to link out to another video. So you got a video here, the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. So I would ask you, what would be another video? What are you linking out to here? Did you get a card? Hold on. Top reasons to get Xfinity Mobile. And it doesn't look like you have a card. You don't have a card. Yeah, don't forget your cards in here, because a card is a place to pick up a couple of extra views. You know, put it back here, the last 75, 80% of the video, put it in the back. So let's talk strategy here. We need to really get down to strategy with your channel. So think of it this way. This person just watched the Google Pixel and 6 Pro. Here's 5 things that you're excited about the Google Pixel. You know that the viewer is interested in the Google Pixel 6, okay? Now, this is a great opportunity to think in strategy. So I don't know, maybe you have other Google Pixel videos, okay? If you do, this is a prime location to link out to another Google 6 video, right? That end screen that you have here at the end of your video, that should be linking out to another Google Pixel 6 video. You're missing out on a pinned comment right here, right? You can make your own comment and you can pin it. You may have, nope, you don't have one, right? Write your own comment here and pin that. You can click here and you can pin your own comment, right? That whatever that video is here, out to your next Google 6 video, write it out here. You can say, watch next, give them a short title, right? I'm just going to go theoretical here because I don't know what videos you have. So let's just say, right, this video is the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, 5 things I'm excited about, okay? Let's just say theoretically, you have another video about 5 things that you don't like, or 5 things they got wrong, right? Google Pixel 6, 5 things they got wrong, or 5 things I don't like, or 5 things to change immediately when you buy it, or Google Pixel 6, 6 Pro, change this immediately. Something like that, right? So it speaks to the person who's interested in the Google Pixel. And then put that on your end screen, put that in your description here above show more, so they don't have to click on anything. It shows up right here and you say, watch next, 5 things I don't like about the Pixel 6. And you can link out to that same video right here. Watch next, 5 things I don't like about the Pixel 6. Or whatever that second video be. It could be Google Pixel 6, change this now to save battery life. That could be the video, whatever the video is. link out in all those places, because what you want to do and add that card and link out to that same video too. Because what you want to do is give that viewer every opportunity to click out and watch another video. And the best way that you're going to increase the chances that they actually click out on the next video is to make it relevant to the video that they just watched. So if they just watched a Pixel 6 video, they're interested in Pixel 6. Use that to your advantage, right? Use that to your advantage. So like, yeah, you dropped it. Okay, gotcha. So like what I might do, right? So what I might do, let's just say, you know, using my channel as an example, let's say I have a video title, 5 video editing apps for iPhone. Okay, 5 video editing apps for iPhone. Somebody watches that video. I know they're looking for video editing. I know they're looking for apps. I know they've got an iPhone, right? I know that. And they're probably a YouTuber, right? So those are the things I know because they watched that video. So I might make another video where it's top thumbnail making apps for iPhone, or, you know, speed up your iPhone with these tips, right? Something iPhone related that viewer might want to watch. And I'll put that in my card, my end screen, pinned comment, so on and so forth, because it's going to increase the chance that they actually click that and go and watch another video. Like, hey, LSP, the Golden Artist, how you doing? Like, if you really want to like step on the gas and grow your channel, the first thing is to make your channel aerodynamic and to niche down, right? Second thing is to get them to watch more than one video. Excuse me. The more videos you can get them to watch, right? That's a huge positive signal to YouTube. YouTube is looking at tons of data, right? They're looking at, are they watching? Are they not watching? Are they clicking? Are they not clicking? Did they comment? Did they not comment? Did they subscribe? Did they not subscribe? Did they watch the next video? How long did they watch? How long? They're watching so many different things all at once. So when we can give YouTube as many positive signals as we can about that viewer, right? And you push them along to watch that second video, even if they're not subscribed to your channel, there's a really good chance that the next time they open up YouTube, right, there's a really good chance that you're going to be sitting there waiting for them with another video, right? If anybody wants to test this, log out of YouTube, like open up your phone, log out of YouTube, log out of all your devices, and go use YouTube as someone who's not logged in. Don't log in, don't create an account, none of that. Use YouTube as just a visitor. And then go watch 3 of somebody's videos, 2 or 3 of somebody's videos. Watch them to the end. Go watch 3 of my videos, 3 of Dan Tana's videos, or 3 of Doug Houston's videos, or whoever you want. Go watch those and then shut YouTube down, and then come back the next day and open up YouTube and see how quickly YouTube puts another one of their videos from the channel that you just binge watched in front of you, even though you're not subscribed to them, because YouTube knows you like to watch that channel. So by getting viewers to watch a second piece of content, or sometimes even a third if you're lucky, right, that tells YouTube this person loves this channel, and YouTube wants that viewer to see more of your content. So you're going to increase the likelihood of that happening by getting them to watch that other piece of content. So strategy-wise, man, that's what I've got for you. I think you've got great opportunity, especially as a tech channel, because you've got so many different things. But just keep in mind, if they're there watching about a Pixel, give them more Pixel stuff to watch. If they're there about the iMac, give them more iMac stuff to watch. Or yeah, Mac Mini, sorry. If they're there about the Air Jordans, give them more Air Jordans to watch, right? Give them more of what they clicked for. And man, I know that was a really long answer, but you're doing all the right stuff, and those are just the little tweaks that can end up making a huge difference on a channel, especially when you do that at scale. Right? If you do that on a couple of videos, it's not that big of a deal. But when you do that across your entire content library, and then when your channel really starts to build up that momentum and the views start coming in, right? Eventually everybody's going to get there. And all of these videos are interconnected, and you've created a spider web of content that makes it easy for viewers to find what they want to watch next. Man, that is where things really start to change for your channel. Yeah, man, give them more of what they click for, 100%. 100%. I think that's actually more important than subscribers these days. It's all about engagement. Absolutely. I would rather And this is kind of, it sounds counterintuitive because as creators, we want subscribers, right? We want the play button. We want all this stuff. Everybody does. But the way YouTube works now, it doesn't matter if they're subscribed or not. If the viewer engages with your channel enough, YouTube will show them your videos even if they're not subscribed. So for me, getting them to watch a second video or getting them to engage with my channel in some way is more important than actually getting them to subscribe. So keep that in mind, right? Getting that engagement, getting them to watch that second video, that's way more powerful than getting them to subscribe, because just because they're subscribed doesn't mean they're going to get notifications. It doesn't mean that they're going to come back and watch another video. All right, next question. And by the way, man, if you got any questions about that, Dan, let me know. Behold Him Ministries says, take a look at our YouTube channel. How can we increase our views and subscribers? We are producing religious content. Okay, so the exact same thing, right? Like I know you want like detailed, tailored information here about like how can you specifically get more views and subscribers. But the way I just broke this down for Tana So Lit, that applies to every single channel here, right? How do I get more views? How do I get more subscribers? You do that by making the videos that the viewers want to watch. You do that by organizing your videos through playlists in a manner that makes sense for the viewer to make it easy for them to find what it is that they're looking for, right? You do that. Let's see here. What recent discoveries tell us about the creation, question and answer. Wait, are you new to YouTube? Hold on here. All right, so the first thing, okay, so I don't know how long you've been in here, Behold Him Ministries. I don't know how you've been long in the chat. But earlier in the chat, and this will be available for replay, I go into and I show you how to actually build out your playlist on your homepage here. So go back and watch for that. And the second thing, in addition to everything that I just broke down for Dan Tana, is take advantage of your pinned comment, take advantage of what you're writing here in your description, okay? Now, here's the thing. You've got like what recent discoveries tell us about creation. That's good because it doubles your title. So that's solid. That's a great thing to write there. But put a period right there and then write some more. Write another sentence or two, okay? And speaker, Dr. Timothy Standish, that's not something I would put right up here at the top. So write a couple of sentences that reinforce what your title is about, and then think about what video would be the next video, not just any video. Think about what would be the next logical video for the viewer to watch, and then put watch next, and then tell them what that is with a short title, right? It needs to be something that's relevant to this, and then link out to that video. Copy that and put it right there and pin that comment. There'll be 3 little dots here for you. Click on those 3 little dots and you can pin your own comment. Take that same video, put it there on your end screen, right? You've got an end screen probably. Oh no, you don't have an end screen. So YouTube allows us to put an end screen at the end of your video. You might be doing this on your phone. I'm not sure. If you're doing this all on a phone, it's a little bit difficult to do. But if you're doing this on a desktop, you can add a card, you can add an end screen, and all of this stuff is going to help people watch the next video. So if you're talking about how do we get views, you get views by getting them to watch the next video. And you do this with all of your content moving forward. Don't think in terms of how can we just need to make a video. Don't think in terms of we just need to make a video. Think in terms of how can we make a strategic series of videos where users will want to watch one video, and then either today or tomorrow, whenever they watch another video, then they watch another video. If you strategically break out your videos in an order to where viewers are compelled to watch them in order, that's how you get views. That's how you send positive signals to YouTube. That's how you create those data points within YouTube that tells YouTube that this viewer wants to see more of your content. Like, that's how you do it. So don't think in terms of we're just going to throw videos up and we're just going to make videos. Sit down. Think of a strategy, right? You're a ministry. So think, let me go back to your channel here. What are you doing exactly on your channel? Behold Him Ministries. I'm going to share you again. Like the stream. Let's see. Behold him. So the first thing, and you may have made this on a phone, and that could be why you don't have an end screen and a card, because they don't have that available yet. And it could be why your graphic is cut off here. So if you're doing this on a phone, I've got to make a whole bunch of new updated videos because YouTube has changed how we do things as mobile creators. So keep an eye out for those videos. Make sure you are subscribed. What you want to do as a ministry is you need to think about, I mean, obviously I know what your mission is as a ministry, but you need to think about what your mission is as a YouTube channel. Okay. And I think this says, by beholding, we become like him. Okay. First of all, build this so it's right here, not up high like that. But secondly, tell the viewer what your channel is about, because that's pretty vague. You know, by beholding, we become like him. Okay, let's just say you are going to run with that. So then, strategically speaking, then you could make videos that that's teaching what you would do during an actual at your actual ministry. Like if I were to go to your ministry in person, what do you do there? Like what type of presentations do you do? How do you choose your topics before you go up on there on a Sunday? How do you choose the topics that you're going to talk about? So think about that strategy moving forward with YouTube. And like you've got a 2-hour video, a 38-minute video, 43-minute video, an hour 34 video, two hours. So instead of uploading monstrous videos, like that's a real commitment. Like you're going to struggle to get somebody to sit down and click through and watch 2 hours of a video. But what if you took that 2 hours and you clipped out the best parts of that video, right? These are the best parts of this video, and you made smaller videos, right? This video is a minute and a half, and this is what we talk about, right? This is a topic. Here's a video that's 3 minutes. Right? And here's the topic that we talk about. If you break down these huge videos into more bite-sized, consumable pieces of content, and you title them in a way that speaks to the viewer, it speaks to the person who's like, oh yeah, like that's exactly what I want to learn, right? If you're teaching a lesson or something about a particular thing that happened in the Bible, talk about that. Write a title that speaks directly to the viewer. So when they read that, they go, that's exactly what I need that today. I need this message today in my life, right? Break these huge videos up into smaller pieces and, pinned comment, make that link in your description, put the end screen in there, put the card in there. Again, if you're on a phone, that's going to be hard for the end screen and the card, but you can still do the pinned comment. You can still do the link in the description. So that's what you got moving forward. Long answer, but you're at that spot to where the changes you make right now are going to dictate how your channel does moving forward. Justin, I already answered that, man. I actually did a screen share, and I went in and I showed you where to do it. You left me, man. You logged out, and you're going to have to go back and watch it on the replay. All right, next question is from GTGR Grow Sit. Okay. How to increase my subscriber number. Okay. Well, I've explained this in detail over the past couple of channels. What's the trick with titles? Okay. So the trick with titles is you need to either make a title that piques people's curiosity or it makes them want to watch. It's a compelling title. Again, go watch Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is probably the best in the world for compelling titles. Or you can make a title that is something people are going to search for. How to do something, right? Tutorials or how to make this, how to do that. People go to YouTube and they search for things. How do I use this? How do I use that? That's one way to do with titles. Again, go through the YouTube Creator Academy. I put a link to that a little bit earlier. That can help you kind of get started and get the wheels going. How to get people to watch longer. That comes through your ability to learn how to edit and how to tell a story, depending on the type of content that you're making. So if you don't have experience as an editor, then you're just going to have to put in the time, right? Put in the time, put in the work. You have to watch your audience retention graph, see where people are leaving and figure out why people are leaving, and then edit your next video a little bit differently. Next question comes from Zane. How you doing, Zane? I normally post videos about making money as e-commerce seller. I posted 2 videos about stocks and crypto. My views are almost the same. 1 or 2 comments, just like with, or should I, what? 1 to 2 comments are just like stick with e-commerce. My click-through rate on average view duration is great. Shall I try posting more and see? You can try it. You can try being kind of a catch-all channel. The data is going to tell you really fast. Like, see, I don't know what kind of views you're getting. If you're getting like 200 views or if you're getting like 40,000 views on a video, I'm not really sure what you're getting. But if it's like, you may just test it and see. You might end up finding out that your channel does better as a kind of a mix of things because it's still about money. And a lot of people who are in the e-commerce space, they are into crypto. A lot of them are into investing. So it kind of works together. So it could play to the same audience. So I would say keep testing more and see how people respond to it. Everything testing always. That's always the answer, test and see. Marcus Schraub asks the next question. How do I grow my channel with live streams only? That's difficult to do. Growing your channel with live streams only is difficult unless you learn how to present your video in a way that is good for replay, right? Most of the views on live streams from most people are going to come after the live stream has actually ended for the average person, right? So instead of having a 5-minute countdown at the beginning, just come right in and start your live stream as a hook, right? Start your live stream as a hook. Or if you do want to do the countdown at the beginning and you want to do the shout outs and everything at the beginning, when the live stream was finished, you can go into the YouTube editor and you can cut off the beginning and you can cut off the end so it actually plays like a video. So what some people do, and video influencers is actually really good at doing this. So they'll start a video or they'll start a live stream and they welcome people in the chat and it's kind of really loose and they talk about really loose things and they tell everybody, okay, we're going to actually start the actual video portion of the podcast portion of the live stream right now. Then they pause and they actually start with a hook. All right, today our guest is XYZ and we're going to talk about XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And they just get right into it and they treat it just like a video. And then when the live stream is finished processing, they go back to the editor, they cut off the beginning. So when somebody clicks play, today our guest is XYZ and we're going to talk about XYZ, and right? So it plays just like a video and then they cut off the end of it as well. So that's how you're going to grow on live stream. You have to focus and optimize your live streams for the replay. It's all about the replay. Next question is from KNK, who says, hey D, from the last time I contacted, I just started my channel 6 months ago. I wasn't posting on YouTube for about 6 months now because of work. I want to start. Do you know if all of this will affect anything on my channel going into the new year? Yeah, it's hard to say. If you took a break from YouTube, some channels actually get a bit of a boost when they come back. Some channels really struggle. So if you took a break, I would say just start uploading again. Start uploading again. Try to have some level of consistency to it and just keep going. You're going to find out probably within the first handful of videos how much of a struggle it's going to be for you. I wouldn't create a second channel. I would just know going into it that you could have a bit of an uphill climb. So just get going, man. Get going. Start making those videos again. Next question comes from, okay, my form is not working here. The YouTube play button will come when it's time. Yes. I watch it, but the income doesn't come in that location that I've seen anyway. Yeah, so they have a toggle on there that says thanks, right? The super thanks. If that's turned on, if you receive the super thanks, it should show up there. If it doesn't show up there, reach out to Team YouTube on Twitter because it is a new feature. It's possible that there's just something buggy going on right now. Let's see here. Do we do the two-step verification on the computer and on the phone? You just have to do it once for your channel. I recommend doing it on a computer. If you have access to a computer to do it, I think it's easier to do it there than it is on a phone. But you just do it once. So it's on a per channel basis, not a per device channel. Question for us that start and have very little data in our studio. What parts would you recommend to focus on at the start? That's actually a really, really good question. So if you're just getting started and you have very little data, this is one of those things where, because we always say, you know, what does the data say? Lean into the data. But if you're just getting started, I would say don't worry about the data. Right? If you're getting started and you just got, 10 views, 100 views, that sort of thing, I would say it's too early to worry about the data, right? You don't have a lot of data yet because YouTube doesn't have a lot of data yet about you, right? You probably don't know when your audience is online yet because YouTube doesn't know who your audience is just yet. So if YouTube doesn't know who your audience is yet, then we can't really tell you, hey, lean on your data. What does the data say? That doesn't work. So if you don't have access to data, my advice would be think about who you're making the videos for. Who do I want to watch this video? Who are they exactly? And then I would focus everything on learning how to write the right titles, learning how to choose the right topics, and just experimenting with different types of thumbnails, experimenting with different types of ways to start my video, different hooks at the beginning, different ways of editing. I would be in an experiment stage of trying to find the best way to communicate to the ideal viewer, right? Who's your target audience? And focus everything on learning how to communicate with them. The data is going to come. I wouldn't even worry about the data. Like at your particular stage, Pia, I wouldn't worry about any of the data really at your stage. I would just be thinking about, okay, how can I write titles and choose topics and write thumbnails and make thumbnails that the ideal viewer for me is going to respond to. I would put my blinders on and focus everything on that. The data is going to come. The data is going to start coming once you unlock exactly, right? Once you figure out what your viewer, your ideal viewer, your target audience, when you unlock what it is that they want and what they need, when you unlock that, the data is going to come. So that's how you're going to know. You're going to know that you're onto the right thing because you're going to go, whoa, I got all this data now. Wow, now YouTube is showing me what my audience is online. That's when things start to fall into place. The next question is from Laura Cody, DIY again. What's the best traffic source to aim for in an ideal percentage? YouTube search, suggested browse features. Okay, this is a great question. Collectively great, but does one or another have a higher positive impact? Yeah, this is a great question. Okay, if you want to grow faster, explosive growth, right? If you want you see some channels where they just explode in growth, okay? Those channels are getting browse traffic, right? Browse traffic is people up and up YouTube and it's on their homepage, right? They're getting browse traffic. Think of it as like front page YouTube, right? And they're getting suggested traffic where it's YouTube says, hey, watch this video next sort of thing. That is that's the fastest way to grow. The slowest way to go, but a slow and steady way to grow is through YouTube search. Now, if you have tutorial-based content, right, DIY stuff could work for both. In your case, I would try to go for both. Like, I don't know what type of DIY you're doing, but let's just say, actually, I'm going to look. Hold on. You are doing, why, when I just clicked on your channel, oh, because you had YouTube. Well, that's weird. YouTube. Hold on. Yeah, your channel's not loading up. I think you might have typed something wrong. Yeah, I can't find your channel. So yeah, I would probably think of ways to do both. So a DIY, like how to do this at home. So let's just say because Christmas is coming up, or today's Halloween, right? So you could do a DIY on how to make a scary ghost for your front yard or whatever it is. You would have to research to see what people are actually searching for. And to do that, you can go to the search bar on YouTube and type in how to make Halloween yard dressing or whatever people are looking for, right? So you make that video. And think of search traffic and search videos. It's kind of like you're planting a seed. You got to plant that seed and let it grow over time, right? And the next Halloween, you're going to notice that traffic for that video is going to get a spike. So I would strategically make some search videos that are always going to be relevant. How to fix your sink, how to unclog a toilet. I'm not saying that's what you do, right? How to do all of these things that are never going to go out of style or are in style seasonally, right? So you get spikes around certain seasons, or like how to unclog your toilet, that never goes out of style. So people are always going to search for that stuff. That's called evergreen content. So you have that to always deliver new subscribers and new viewers and new watch time, while at the same time you start making content and you try to get browse traffic and suggested traffic, and that requires a different type of packaging, right? That requires, again, I can't pull up your channel, so I don't know what DIY you're doing, but that requires a title that's not how to, right? How to do this, that's a search title. Fastest way to unclog a toilet, that is a title that could end up on somebody's homepage. You know, five tricks to unclog your toilet. That's a title that can end up with browser search traffic. So I would say a combination of both, with emphasis on browse traffic and suggested traffic if you want to grow faster, right? Search is slower, but it's steady. Browse traffic is fast and furious, so suggested, but it's a lot harder to crack that code. It's harder to get browse traffic. It's harder to get suggested traffic. But if you can crack that code, that's the fastest way to grow. Next question is from Love Song, who says, is monetizing an option for cover bands? All of our videos have been marked for no monetization. I'm not going to say no, but I will say it's going to be difficult for you to do that. So as somebody who's making cover bands, if you didn't go through the proper way of getting a license to use that song, I believe, like if you have DistroKid, if there's certain services you can use where you can actually pay to get a license to put that song up. If you didn't do it that way and you just are randomly making the songs and you're getting copyright claims, it's really going to be up to YouTube to determine if they think your channel is okay for monetization or not. You might be fine. Currently, the way it stands, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, two-factor authentication needs to be turned on, and you have to have 0 community guideline strikes. That doesn't say copyright claims or copyright strikes, but it says 0 community guideline strikes. That being said, copyright claims could be okay, right? That's kind of a gray area, and it is up to the person who is looking at your channel when it comes to monetization. So I can't give you a yes or no on that one. I can say you might get monetized. It's going to be entirely up to YouTube, and I do know that they've been changing their monetization policies a little bit. So this could work for you or against you in the future. The biggest thing is not getting a community guideline strike, But if you are doing covers, I would recommend doing it the right way. There's services out there where you can actually get, I believe it's called a mechanical license. Pete Johns is still in here. Pete, correct me on this if I'm wrong. And Dan Tana, if you're still in here, correct me on this if I'm wrong. I believe it's called a mechanical license that you can get for the songs that allow you to actually make a cover of those songs and not have issues with that. You will still have to pay some money out, but it's not like you're going to get that you're not going to risk getting a strike or anything like that. There's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. I believe it's called a mechanical license. Renee Ritchie's in the house. What's going on, my man? I was certain D would be in full Beskar Mando armor. Listen, man, if I was still in Thailand and I had access to my suit, you know it. Danny Patel dropped some awesome knowledge on doing covers on YouTube in his live stream earlier today. Yep, there it is. Yeah, well, Daniel should know. Yeah, he's a pro musician as well. There he is. Yes, a mechanical license. Okay, that's what I thought. Right, and if you have distribution, if you've got like DistroKid, I know DistroKid has a section in there where you can license the songs. I don't know about CD Baby and TuneCore, but they should have those. Facts, yeah. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. Yeah. There you go. Okay, and on that note, happy Halloween, everybody. We've streamed for 2 years. 2 years. I'm tired. I'm tired of my voice is going on. We've streamed for 2 hours. I could have been, it could be 2 years. Who knows? We've streamed for 2 hours. It's been Halloween. I hope you're giving out the good stuff for Halloween tonight, the big bars. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your Sunday night. Have an awesome week. I will catch everybody next week, next Sunday, same place, same time. Thanks so much for the super chats. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't given this a thumbs up yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you next weekend. Cheers.